What's up, my fellow model builders out there? It's Rick here, and I do have a model kit that I've started on here. I know I've started on quite a few models and I haven't finished any of them when I started getting back into the modeling thing here, I don't know, about a year ago or so, but a lot of that's been due to time, and I was kind of on the fence about, starting to paint a bunch of stuff because, at least with rattle can and everything, because I was worried that I'd mess it up, and then I didn't, what would I do then, even though I found the purple pond, which I actually picked up from Walmart the other day. I got me some of this here, purple power, so if I do end up messing anything up, then, I have a savior, or at least the best thing that we can get. So, you're looking at the Monogram 85 Camaro Z28 here, and I actually picked up some of this Duplicolor primer. I hear this is some of the best stuff to use. I picked up two of these here. You got the sandable primer, which is actually what I used on the body, interior, and chassis, which I will show you that here in a minute. And I also got this high build formula filler primer because it's a lighter color, and I'm really not sure how much of a difference there is between these two. I know a lot of people use this. The only downside is they didn't have the lighter gray, so I did the darker gray, which it's going to end up working for this project because most of the parts in here are going to be black, or, well, darker colors I should say, and I'll go over that here whenever I show you everything more. But basically, if you guys have any information on it, this stuff's going to be just as good. I guess if it's not, then I'll find some other use for it. But I don't know, the guy, and the only place I can find this is O'Reilly's Auto Parts, so if you guys are looking for this, definitely check out O'Reilly's if you have one by you. I went to Lowe's and I called AutoZone, and I think I also went to Walmart a few weeks back and I didn't see it there either. So O'Reilly's Auto Parts, they got all kinds of Duplicolor stuff there, so that's going to be my new place to go get the Duplicolor paint. And like I said, I heard this stuff's awesome. It went down really good. I like the nozzle that these things have in them, and yeah, I mean, it sprayed amazing. This is probably the fifth or sixth time I've actually used a rattle can since I've been back into the whole model building scene after being out for several years, and it was pretty much effortless. I mean, it went down really nice and I had no problems at all. I put like 3 coats on the stuff that I painted, and yeah, so this car here, I actually just posted the review, so if you guys want to check out the review for this car, it's only got like 50 parts in it, but it's really detailed and it looks like it'd be a really good kit to kit bash because the way they have the molded in engine and everything like that, it looks like it'd be easy to cut out, put something else in there, replace some of the parts if you want to, but overall it's a really nice kit. So I guess what I'll do now is I'll move the camera around here and I'll show you guys some more of the actual progress that I got on the model, because I know that's what you guys want to see. But I guess before I want to do that, I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone who watches the model kit reviews, subscribes, likes, comments, all that. I mean, you guys are really inspiring yourselves. I never thought that I'd have as many people genuinely liking the kit reviews. I have a few people ask, where the model builds, and I don't blame them for that because this is a model building community. But that's why I'm starting to get on this one. Toasted Head 420, he actually made a video saying, I can't remember exactly what it said, but if you guys want to know, you can go back through. I think it's one of his later videos that he just posted here recently. But it was kind of saying that, if you never start on something, then you're never going to know what's going to happen. Mistakes can be made, but the more you do something, the better you're going to get at it. So I kind of just said, you know what, I'm going to get some of this Duplicolor primer, I'm going to spray it on, I'm going to go from there. And I did get lucky today. It was about 55 degrees, low humidity, sunshine was out, it wasn't really windy around my house. I mean, it's like a tornado every time, every day it's like a friggin' tornado out there. The wind is just crazy because there's a big hill behind my house and it kind of just comes down the hill. And yeah, it's bad news for trying to paint outside since I don't have a spray booth and I can't paint inside, so I have to go kind of around the side of my house, and that's where the wind is the worst. So yeah, guys, and this is my, if you guys are wondering, this is my little workbench here. I actually just picked up this little mat here, and it's clear. I didn't realize it was clear, but that's not a big deal because I got it on a clearance. It was like $5, regularly like $9, so I mean, I might have been able to get it somewhere for $1 or so cheaper, but I was already at Hobby Lobby, so I got it, as well as some other kits, which I'll make a video of that, or I should say I already made a video. I just have to post it. It's a little shaky because I didn't use the tripod, but hopefully it won't be bad. If you guys don't end up seeing that video, then I just didn't think it was worth posting. But I picked up a couple new kits. As always, they're going to be for review. So you guys be looking forward to that. And yeah, as you can see, my modeling desk here, and I guess I could give you guys a little look around of this real quick. You can see here I got a bunch of tools and stuff, and this is actually my computer over here, and yes, it's on a tech station. Everything is a mess. I work a lot and hang out with my girlfriend a lot, do family kind of stuff, so I don't spend a lot of time cleaning stuff up. You know, as long as I can get in there, do what I need to do, and that's good enough for me. But one of these days I'll clean all this stuff up. But yeah, so you can see here I got a few things, you know, just kind of sitting here. A bunch of my tools and stuff over here, and pin vise and sprue cutters and little files and everything. That's that old NASCAR body and chassis. I was thinking about restoring it, but I'm probably just going to throw it in the junkyard when I eventually get all that set up, and eventually go back to building my diorama that I had once an idea for. I kind of started on it, but I never really went very far on it. And then over here you can see I got a few glues, thinners, some wire up there, that Tamiya cement, really nice stuff. And then I got a few things here for you know, different things there, you know, for different parts, and you know, dividing things up. And then this brown old cigar box here, that's where I keep all my bottle paints and everything like that. And then you can see I have a few truck tires here from some AMT model kits that I need to work on here eventually when I get back to those. And that's actually what this instruction sheet is here, if you're wondering. That's for the Ford C600 stake bed truck kit. Started working on that, but then it came to the point of all the stuff needed to be primed and painted, and I kind of got a little wary of doing it, so I just kind of put it back in the box after I cleaned all the parts up. But now what I will do is get a little closer up here, and I'll open this box up, show you guys what I've done. I'll go get my other parts that I've primed. Got, like I said, about 3 coats of primer on them. Stuff is excellent, and I'll basically give you guys some more details on that here, so I'll be back in just a second. Alright, and I'm back. So this isn't really going to be the official first video of the series in building this car, so I'm just going to kind of quickly go over what I've done, and you know, just some talking, you know, basic model chit chat, you know, showing you guys my overview and everything like you just saw. But anyway, so far I'm really liking this Camaro here, and I'll open it up, show you guys here. They got the instructions, good stuff, obviously, you know, I did the review. And I'm probably not going to use many of these decals, just the basics, you know, license plates and some of the small emblems. So what I do with decals, since a lot of my builds, you know, are long-term projects and I don't want them to get all dried out and messed up, I do my best. So I take them and I put them in a, you know, a Ziploc plastic bag here, keep them out of the sunlight and heat and everything like that, and you know, try to preserve them the best I can. I know that you can spray clear coat over them and that'll somewhat bring them back to life, but I feel if I can try to preserve them the best I can so I don't have to go to that point. And this is a 2012 release kit, so I don't think I'm really going to have that problem. But you know, if anybody's looking for some 85 Camaro decals besides the, like, you know, emblems, if you want the stripes and everything like that, let me know. I'll probably you know, do something, maybe send them your way or something like that, see how it goes. So beyond that, there really isn't too much left in here. As you can see here, there's some parts. I cleaned them up, but I've been touching all over them, so I'm probably going to have to clean them again. And I'm just about to start working on this. Like I said, I'm going to make another whole series on actually building this car and talk more in detail of that, but there's that. So the main point that I want to show is just this Duplicolor primer here. This is a dark gray. Did about 3 coats on here. It came out really smooth. It was effortless to put this stuff on, you know, about 5-10 minutes between coats. Got a little bit underneath there to help cover some of the stuff under there, but most of that's probably going to be painted black to go along with the undercarriage. But I don't know how well you can see this. I didn't sand any of this. I'm not sure if I really will sand it, because I'm really not looking for a model contest type of finish on this. I just want to get it painted up looking pretty nice, you know, for my first completed build since I've gotten back into the hobby. But I mean, overall it came out really nice. I really like it. So that's that. Then I got the chassis here, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with this engine, but I ended up just priming the whole thing, so now I'm going to have to prime all the other parts that you can see in there. But it came out pretty good overall, so what I'm going to do is just prime everything on the parts trees. There's going to be a few things I'm going to do some sub-assemblies on, which I'm going to start here in a minute. And I'm going to prime those all up so everything will match as far as at least the engine goes, because if the top half isn't primed, and I think I'm going to paint it. I have a oh, I can't think of what the orange is called, but it's the Chevy orange It's like a red-orange kind of color. It's not the Hemi orange, but I think it's a Chevrolet orange that they used on these cars. And I think I'm going to paint the engine that, the transmission, you know, a silver color. Just something different. I know it calls for a dark blue, but, you know, I'm going to do it in that. And then I also did get the hood and the firewall assembly done. And I didn't quite get 100% coverage on this, but I think it's going to be good enough just to paint, you know, this a flat or semi-gloss black there. And then the hood, obviously, that should be done. I got about 3 coats on that there, so that should be good to go. And, you know, I'll clean that up and everything, and that'll be painted with the car. So that's basically a lot of the work that I got done, guys. And like I said, I'm going to make another video once I start, you know, taking these parts off here, cleaning them up, and getting some sub-assemblies like the seats and the 2 engine halves and everything, and then I'll prime those up as is, so I don't have to worry about any seams or mold lines or flash or anything like that. It'll just be ready to paint the final color. A lot of these smaller things are going to be painted, you know, hand painted, brush painted, but the body and possibly the chassis and interior, which actually I did forget to grab the interior. Let me go grab the interior real quick to show you that. Alright, here's the interior. And I did some research on the 3rd generation Camaros. I believe it's 82 to 85. This is an 85, obviously. And they came with a charcoal or a dark gray colored interior. And this pretty much looks exactly like what I see in the pictures. It's a little off, but honestly, with the way that the prime came out on this, I think I'm just going to paint up the seats and the dashboard and everything to match, do some detail painting, and I'm just going to call it a day. I mean, it looks good enough to me. You're really not going to see a whole lot of this inside the car. It's going to be more the overall finish of the car and everything you're going to be seeing, which, like I said, isn't going to be show quality by any means, but, you know, it'll be nice to actually get a kit done. Hopefully I have at least 1 or 2 more days of good weather or decent weather I can paint this stuff up. But yeah, I mean, I was really surprised. I mean, I kind of half-weighed this, if you want to put it like that. I mean, I was just kind of spraying it on there, especially with this interior, how there's a lot of different, you know, areas to get in there and different angles and everything. And basically what I just use is my other spray cans I'm not using, and I just kind of taped them all up so I wouldn't get spray paint all over them. And I do need to do another coat of primer here on the bottom to match that up. That's not going to be a big deal because that's going to be flat black or semi-gloss black to match the chassis. But yeah, as long as I can get all the primer to come out the same color, which I'm sure I can as long as I use the same can of paint, which I have at least half the can of primer left over, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I mean, I was just really surprised at how well this stuff lays down. I know I've sprayed that Tester's gray primer, which from what I hear is not really even primer, it's just gray paint. And that stuff seems to come out thicker than this does. I really like the nozzle and just the way the application is. It's just really easy. And I did just, like I said, 3 light coats on this, let it dry for a few minutes in between, and it just came out really nice. So I guess that's just all I want to do. This is kind of more of a, you know, model desk overview, you know, what I got set up here and what I've been up to, so you guys know that I'm actually working on building some models. But I will make another video where I'll do kind of a complete overview of this kit, show you guys more of my progress, more ideas, so you guys can give me some more of your ideas, whether you want to do it on this video or not, the other video. But yeah, I'll do another video where I'll call it like 85 Camaro Z28 build part 1, you know, and then there'll be a couple parts after that till the final build. So as long as it doesn't snow and it doesn't rain every day up until, you know, spring, I think I'll be okay. And even if it does, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. You know, like a lot of people say, you know, you make the mistakes, that's why we get the purple pond. So see how it goes, guys. And once again, thanks a lot for watching. You guys are a great audience. I enjoy watching all your videos, really inspiring stuff. That's kind of what got me into, you know, actually doing the builds. You know, I was more into doing the kit reviews, and I kind of wanted to do a few builds down the road. But once I saw you guys and the passion that you put into it, it kind of just sparked my fuel, or sparked my fire, I guess you could say, for building models again. And I really wish I had the kits and the builds that I did before. I never really completely finished any, but I was up to the point where all I had to do was paint the bodies and they would have been done. But I ended up giving away all that stuff to some guy several years back, and he basically did what I'm trying to do and buy some older kits, you know, for kit bashing and resale possibly and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, he was definitely in the right, you know, area there, and I wish I would have held on to him. I had a lot of kits that I see older. I don't want to say older, I'm 28, but some of the older people that, you know, have had some of these kits since the 70s and 80s. Seeing, you know, I had a few of those, and some of the really, you know, I had a few old Johan kits and all that, but yeah, they're all gone, so I'm not going to sit here and, you know, cry over it. But I definitely am keeping my eye out for the ones that I had before, and I'm hoping to pick a few more of them up. I do have a couple, like the Bronco, and, well, you guys, yeah, I'll probably make another kit, model kit overview video of all the stuff that I got, and I'll probably explain more about kits that I bought that I used to have in the old days, and some stuff that I'm still looking for. And I really love the big truck kits, and it's really cool that I see a lot of people who are building like the Revell 359 Peterbilt. That's become a pretty popular model, and I'm wanting to start getting back working on mine, but like I said, there's, you know, not many days left for, you know, getting some paint laid down. So I'm just going to do this kit. It's really simple. I was thinking about doing a kit bash on it, making it into kind of a street strip kind of car, but I think I'm just going to do this all box stock, you know, with some detail painting. And then what I'll do is I'll buy another one because I really like this kit. I never really was a big fan of these third generation boxy kind of Camaros, and then I got this kit and I did a little research on them, and I was thinking, man, I'd almost like to own one of these things, you know. I mean, from this year, if you didn't get the IROC Z or the high-end version, they weren't the fastest thing. I mean, with the 5-speed, they were pretty quick, which I believe this car has the 5-speed, but it's got the I can't think of what the UH5 or LH or LU5, I believe, 305 high output throttle body injected V8 in it. And I have an idea for the next build that I do. I'm actually going to swap in the tune port injected 305, I believe it is, out of the 86 Monte Carlo. You can build it as a TPI version or the carbureted version or throttle body injected. I'm not sure which one it is. And I was going to do that on this one because I do have the 86 Monte Carlo, but I am actually going to hold off on that, keep the Monte Carlo kit, build up the engine, and, you know, use the transmission, probably the rear axle maybe, and stuff like that. And then I'll just put the other parts in the parts bin, or if somebody wants the body and chassis and stuff like that, we could do a trade or sell it for a few bucks or something. But so that's about it, guys. So like I said, that's some progress. That's an overview of my area that I build stuff in, and this video has been dragging on way too long, but I figure it's been a long time since I made a video like this, so I was kind of hoping you guys would be wanting to see what I've been up to, you know. And if not, then kind of apologize. But if you guys are here just for the kit reviews, don't worry, lots more of those to come. I got the Foose cars I need to review still. I should have done those already because they're brand new releases, get them out there, but you know, it'll come in time. I've seen a couple people who have done some work on them, and I think Badass Canadian did a review on it, and Dr. Cranky, or maybe somebody else, he did a review on one of the kits. Oh, and that 41 Willys car, that's definitely looking sweet. I really need to pick one of those up. I actually saw the KS Pittman one, I think it is, today at the hobby store. I was going to grab it, but I decided instead to go with, let's see if I can grab it here. I decided to go with this here, the Phantom. So that's going to be sweet. I love these vans for some reason, even though most people associate vans with being like, you know, creeper vans, you know, rape vans, whatever you want to say. And then I got the 330. A little close up to the camera there. I got some stuff in the way. And then probably my best score today was a Street Burner 85 Mustang SVO. Picked that up from Hobby Lobby on clearance for $7.91. There was another guy who got one of these. I wish I could remember your name. If you are the one and you watch this video, please leave a comment. And yeah, I definitely got some big plans for this one. And like I said, that'll all be in time. So you guys stay tuned. Lots more videos to come. Comment, rate, subscribe. Like I said, check out my channel if you want to see my 54 model kit reviews. I think I'm up to 54. So yeah, just it's all because of you guys. You know, if there wasn't an audience, there'd be no reason to make the video. So really, I'm thanking you guys. I know I get a lot of thanks on the videos, you know, for making them. People seem to like them. I go into as much detail, try to make them as quick as I can, but you know, it's you guys that really are the reason why I make the videos. So if anything, you give yourself a pat on the back and thank yourself for watching and enjoying them, and there'll be more to come. So take it easy, guys.